something in the house.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Little tune, flow sinister. I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Tonight, we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
On third down, here's Jones. And he's got room. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
All right, rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams there to bring him down. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He'll look to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And he's got some space here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Travis Etienne, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together.
And it's intercepted. He's trying to get it to Ridley. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bucs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. On 3rd and 1, Love to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught. So the fake works. They caught him off guard, and the game is tied. But Charles, I was going to say the defense probably should have been ready for that since a 2-point conversion tied it like it did. But snapping it from the 15, maybe that was the ultimate element of surprise. They never expected that.
I think you're onto something, truly, because you're supposed to prepare for every eventuality. But who really thinks someone's going to fake it from the 15-yard line with an expectation of getting it into the end zone and picking up 2 points? Not very many people.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, This is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Finding room at midfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Love now on 2nd down. And that is taken in by Hurst. He's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Travis Etienne. He scored on the ground and in through the air. And the Buccaneers have moved out in front. Love throwing for it. Flush to his right. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Open man here is Conklin.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
And again, it's Mahomes.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Buccaneers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. And that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
First down, Love to pass. Airing this one out for Evans. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here.
In motion left, the tight end. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Across the middle and into the hands of Ridley.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Ravens have got it back to within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
Taken at about the 1.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the deep.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Man open, here is Jones.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Love from the gun. Steps away to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. To the air again, Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The Bucs at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bucs go up by 2 touchdowns.
They'll try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning.
Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Have excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Love's throw here pulled in by Lazard. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Hayden Hurst from 13 yards out.
And the Buccaneers are able to add on to their first half lead.
Working out of the gun. Love. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that.
And now here's another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is?
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Marquise Brown, 46 yards.
And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That's caught. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Mahomes now on 1st down.
That's complete to Mooney.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends. Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might...
And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bucs will extend their lead here just before halftime. And he is into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25. 28. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Love now to pass on 1st down. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Again, it's Love.
And Lazard's got it again.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down. Love looking to throw it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Love. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback.
Bro, quit the game, man.
At the 20-yard line.
The
Let's
Raven
let him play in this
offense
shit,
set the line
bro.
for this next drive. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Now after the loss,
blowout, bro. Nobody gonna play this shit. And then you run the same shit. I'm trying to get better. You run the same plays, bro. What the shit?
To get this up over the 20 to the 21. 8 yards here, so that gets them back within striking distance. And now it's 3rd down. Now Mahomes. Hit as he throws there.
Keep the game, man.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about,
And now here's another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD. The Bucs summon their offense back onto the field here. They're going to go for 2. Following the interception, Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, that's a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost...
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken in at the 3.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Here we go, set. Let's go. Go set. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Etienne once more.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. 74 yards now for Etienne, and he's got a first down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll run with Etienne. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Ready?
Etienne up the middle.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll try to run with Etienne. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, Love. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. Mahomes now on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Back to throw here. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Down to a knee goes Love, and that should be the final act of this football game.
Set, ready.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay.
I'm downstairs. You mean? Girl, I told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. said you needed 5.